You had me slightly confused there for a minute. So what's your first name? Mitch, that's right. Welcome back to Action Indoor Sports in Birmingham for the Super League of Indoor Cricket. And here we've got the Hurricanes versus the Warriors. And the Hurricanes are bowling. And opening the bowling, young Jamie Hall. His first ball was bowled at the England men's captain, Anish Patel, fresh from the series against Sri Lanka. He was bowling to Mitch Bradley. Mitch Bradley thinking he had made his ground there, but Matt Wheatcroft giving him out, run out. So a tough start for the Warriors, although looking a little unfortunate. Mitch Bradley clearly thinking he had made his ground there, but we have to accept the umpire's decisions. So the Warriors start badly, -3 for the Skins so far. Mitch Bradley backing up a long way. Oh, and they've taken the overthrow. There's a misfield there. Gave the chance for a very alert Mitch Bradley to run through for that run. So pushes the Skin up to -1. Or -2, sorry. And that's a great down up from Mitch Bradley. Didn't pierce the field and get to the net, so only one run, but he's striking the ball very cleanly and straight into the ground, which buys the time for the batsmen to get through for their physical run. Jamie Hall beating the England captain Anish Patel. Doesn't happen too often, so yeah, the noise comes alive from the Hurricanes in the field. Hall, full, straight, very little that Anish Patel could do that. It forces the third ball, so 2 dots in a row. Third ball meaning scores must change. Either they need to score runs or a no ball or wide be bowled. So having created the pressure, the Hurricanes, the third ball opportunity in the first ball of this second over. And that will be Mike Jones, the over 35s master for England. Bowling to Mitch Bradley, played down into the ground on the offside by Bradley. And they run through for 2. Anish Patel just placing that slightly wide on the offside ball, safely into the net, so down into the ground, up into the net. Batsman cross, no problem. And exactly the same again, Mitch Bradley. Great fielding there. Direct hit could have been interesting, and that was Umar Iqbal on the 3 line on the offside. Yeah, too easy for Anish. Mike Jones pulling it down short, and at his pace just gives the batsman far too much time to decide where to place this ball. Again, beautiful from Mitch Bradley. He's striking the ball very cleanly, out of the middle every time. So that's another 2. So these 2 have rebuilt this very, very well after a poor start. Yeah, same again. Those last 4 shots were classic indoor cricket. On top of the ball, playing the ball quite late, and placing the ball down into the ground, up into the air. Takes all the pressure off the run and takes the run out of the equation. So a good recovery from these two, Patel and Bradley. Bradley wearing the shirt with Galia on the back on this occasion. Big shout, big no call from Anish Patel. So the new bowler for the Hurricanes, Kabir Imtiaz, and he's already got his line and length sorted out after a poor last game with the ball, bowling too many wides. It's now a third ball. Well, there's an opportunity missed from the Hurricanes there. Imtiaz bowling a third ball, too full, a full toss, but missed by Anish Patel. And Dixon coming in from the front court offside. The slap to the stumps missing from about 4 meters out. That's better from Imtiaz. That's a good length ball, just back of a length, leaving Bradley in two minds. Do I press forward? Do I step back? In the end, just played a defensive shot for no run. And this time on the front foot, off the side net to Mike Jones at top stumps. Cleanly gathered, but no direct hit. Even so, I think Bradley had made his ground. It's a leg side wide from Imtiaz, who has strayed offline today. Certainly that was a much better over than the two in his previous game this morning. Normally a very reliable, accurate, disciplined bowler, but yeah, strayed with his line this morning, and that was a much better over from him bar the last ball. So 3 overs gone. The Warriors skin on 19, obviously total on 19 because this is the first skin. The last over of the skin. It's Nil Patel on to bowl. Mitch Bradley facing. Nil, leg side. Anish Patel scampers through to make sure there's no run out. Good early call from Anish. Good full ball from Nil Patel, and Anish stepped forward to play it, but actually just played it straight into the ground as a bit of a bump ball. And there's another one that he's gone back to. Back foot shot, but the ball just bounced up to the keeper. So this is the third ball situation. Anish Patel under pressure. Yeah, beautiful. All his experience there. Nice and easy. Just freed up his arms, played that sort of slight gentle cut shot to buy the time. Down into the ground, into the net, no problem. And here's Mitch Bradley facing. Nil Patel, 2 balls left in his over. Too short. Mitch Bradley with all the time in the world. Step back, turn it around the corner. 2 runs. So the last ball of this skin is on 24. Same again. Anish, back foot. Just chops it down into the ground. Another 2 runs to the Warriors. And that completes the first skin. A very, very good 26 from Anish Patel and Mitch Bradley. They'll be very, very happy with that outcome. And I think just the 1 wicket, which was that questionable run out. Just goes to show if you can preserve your wicket in this game of indoor cricket and avoid those -5s, you don't have to do anything dramatic. You don't need to be looking for the back net, hitting 7s, 5s, 4s. You just need to play simple indoor cricket shots. The down up, and particularly a good example there of a bad start rough first over. What do? You regroup. Just continue to think about playing sensible indoor cricket. And that's exactly what Patel and Bradley did. So the second skin. We've got two really experienced players batting here for the Warriors. Initially taking the strike was Shaf Ahmed, who's a veteran of several World Cups. And similarly, Lee Evans now, who has toured 2 or 3 times with England. Sach Patel to bowl to the left-hander, Evans. Evans trying to tickle that round the corner, but it was too full, and it's led to a third ball opportunity. Let's see what Sach Patel and the Hurricanes can do with this. Oh, there's the full toss, wasted by Patel. I seem to recall in the last game Sachin struggled also with his length, and there were 1 or 2 third ball opportunities in that game which were missed due to ill discipline on that final ball. Now he's back on his length and line. Unfortunately, the pressure has been relieved. Shaf Ahmed down the pitch. Mistimes the shot and dollies up a catch to the bowler. Sachin Patel and his follow through, no mistake. So -5 for the Warriors. Coming down the pitch. Is it really necessary? I would suggest not. If you're going to come down the pitch, you've got to get to the pitch of the ball and keep that ball on the floor. So the left and right hand combination, the left hander Lee Evans to face this first ball of the 6th over. So second over of their skin here. They're on 2 in the skin. Total of the Warriors up to 28. Umar Iqbal bowling. Doesn't start exactly where he wanted it. That's a leg side wide and 2 free runs. That's better. That's a good line on leg stump. Excellent length, sort of Yorker length. Well dug out by Evans, but no run opportunities that he could make from that. And down the pitch again. We've seen this from these two. Hits it straight against a fielder, so they run through for the 1, but there was no way through to the nets. Again, viewers should note these Birmingham nets are very tight. The ball flies back off them slightly more rapidly than certain other centres around the world, and including the other centres in England. So these players who play frequently at Birmingham are familiar with this, but it does take some getting used to. Sometimes you can get caught out by the ball actually returning to the field quicker than expected due to the springy nature of the side netting here. And that's the end of the 6th over, so the Warriors move on to a steady 37. First skin, Anish Patel heading that up, producing a skin of 26, and then this skin currently on 11, total 37, which is a very solid start from the Warriors. In indoor cricket, even at relatively high standards, anything in the 70, 80 plus region becomes very, very difficult to chase down. So 37 after 6 is a very, very solid start for the Warriors. And the Hurricanes are going to need to apply some pressure here and take some 1 or 2 early wickets if they're going to keep this score under control. So all eyes on the tactics that they're using here to try and force some errors from the Warriors batsmen. Let's see if Shaf Ahmed continues to come down the wicket. On that occasion, no, he's waiting for the ball, slightly shorter. And that's the bowling from Dixon. Yeah, good length from Dixon. Put it on the offside, but very, very full Yorker length. Sneaking under the bat of Lee Evans. And too short, so Lee Evans just stepping back, cutting that into the ground to the offside side netting. No problem with 2 runs. It's a better ball from Dixon, beating the bat, Shaf Ahmed. Lee Evans was nearly through for the whole run there and got sent back by Shaf. And that ends the over. So Shaf Ahmed contributing 1, Lee Evans 15, and the Skins so far 16 runs, which puts the Warriors in a very, very healthy position, building a good score here. And if they're supported by their other pairs in a similar fashion, they could be setting the Warriors a pretty stiff target here. So total on 42, 1 over left in this second skin of the game. So starting this 8th over on a 3rd ball. Let's see whether the Warriors, the Hurricanes can make that count. No, they can't. That was a wide on the leg side. A very, very poor delivery given the circumstances. That was the pressure opportunity, and that was wasted and also re-bowled as a result of it being the last over of the skin. So instead of a wicket opportunity for -5, it was actually a free 2 runs, and the ball gets re-bowled. It's a lovely shot from Lee Evans into the onside, but again the spring in these nets, sometimes it can be back with top stumps or the bowler by the stumps before you know it, and it can be quite a risky run sometimes, that one, but no problem. Lee Evans is quick between the wickets. This time Shaf Ahmed just prodding a short delivery outside off stump, simply into the offside for 2. Move up to 48, skin on 22. Again, nice and straight, well bowled from Richards, and Lee Evans just keeping that one out. Yeah, that's a better shot. Played it very late, down up, so cruising through for a 2. 1 ball left in the skin. This skin has added 24. Let's see if it can match the first skin or even do better. Score total up to 50 for the Warriors. And there's the 2, so follow suit. Lee Evans, Shaf Ahmed, 26. First skin, 26. Second skin, 26. The Warriors on 52 after 2 skins. Hence building a very, very solid total here, and unless something dramatic changes, the Hurricanes could be facing a pretty tall order here. Anything over 70 would be a difficult score to chase down against this Warriors team. And it looks like the Warriors should get beyond that target pretty soon. So, first ball of the third skin. Hassan backing up too far. The skill level of these players and the speed has to be watched. So Hassan was backing up, and before he could even get back with no run, the stumps were broken at the other end. Great fielding from the keeper. So Hassan to face his first ball. He pokes it into the offside. 2 runs. And his partner, Shazab, takes the strike. Yeah, Dixon bowling a full toss there. No trouble whatsoever for Shazab. Nicely played by Hassan. A very, very simple indoor cricket shot. Just placing the bat onto the ball late, straight down, into the ground, up in the air, side net, cruise through for the run. 2. So Sachin Patel to bowl. Got it right there, pitched it just outside leg stump. Turning in, he's a leg spinner, so to a right-hander. It's about the right line. Yeah, that's absolutely perfect. So Sachin getting his line and length right at last. He'll be pleased about that. And there's a run out. Shazab not quite quick enough getting in, probably needed a dive. So -5 to the Warriors, takes this skin to -3. 2 of the less experienced players in the Warriors team. Let's see whether they can regroup their thoughts and play some sensible indoor cricket shots to recover this position. And there's a good start from Shazab. Struck the ball beautifully and hit the side net after the 3-line first. So that means it's a 3, plus hitting the back net goes for 4. Hassan just prodding it down into the ground. Imtiaz snapping it up. No run possible. Oh, that's a great delivery from Sachin. Certainly a far better over from Sachin Patel there. At last he's getting his length and line a bit more consistently on the spot. Great to see in this Super League. We've got a mix of very experienced England internationals along with the up-and-coming 21 and under options and hopefuls for the future. So it's a wonderful opportunity for these players to play on the same pitch and pick up all of that indoor nous and experience that comes oozing out of these more experienced players. Missed opportunity there for the Hurricanes. Missed run out, stumping chance. Again, Hassan just getting his body in the way. The guy's running, so Shazab making good ground to get in on that particular occasion. Shazab, after hitting a lovely straight 4 in the last over, coming out of his ground, coming out of his crease, possibly a little bit too aggressive. No need to take that sort of risk at this stage. I'm sure his coach will be on the side, just encouraging them to keep their heads, keep playing sensible indoor shots. There's no need to panic and there's no need to force the score. That's much better. That's a beautifully controlled soft pull. I'm not sure how to describe it, but played directly into the ground by Shazab. So gained a lot of height, just got over Nil Patel, who's pretty useful springing up in that position. And bought loads of time for the two batsmen to stroll through for the two. Not sure that the Hurricanes are showing the body language and energy to pick up the momentum of this game. The Warriors on 61 after 11 overs. So certainly, I'm sure Anish Patel will be the happier of the two captains at this stage. The key about indoor cricket, certainly winning indoor cricket games, is to keep noisy and lively in the field. Make sure you carry the momentum on from every single positive thing that happens in the field. Make a lot of noise. Get on top of your opponents. Make sure they're feeling the pressure. And here it is. We're at a third ball. Can they convert? This is the key. And the third ball. Too short. Too much time for Shazab to place it into the net and create the time so that these two could cross without any pressure on a run out. So that's the third ball over, and no dramas. And these two continuing to rebuild the partnership, done very well. We're now on 13. There's 3 balls left in the over. If they can just stay wicketless from here, I'm sure skipper Anish Patel will be very, very happy with their contribution. That was a lovely struck shot. Probably deserved more than the 1 run that was achieved. But Shazab has got to be happy with just consistently adding to the score, making sure no more wickets fall. Yeah, it's a lovely shot from Hassan. A very sensible shot too, so moving their score on. Skin to 16, total to 68. This is the last ball of the skin. A little bit uppish from Shazab. He knows it, but I think they can probably shake hands and agree that they've done a decent job for their side. 16's no disaster, and if you've already got what was 52 on the board when they started, taking the score up to 68, it gives the very, very experienced final partnership of Blake van der Linde and Adam Breakspear to close out the innings. They'll probably have their eyes set on a reasonable target, probably in the 20-25 region, to take that score up to a pretty daunting 90 or somewhere in that region. So we'll see what firepower the Hurricanes come out with to try and get on top of this very experienced international partnership of van der Linde and Breakspear. Breakspear not having played the game too much in the last 3 or 4 years, but certainly has got some real international pedigree behind him. Blake van der Linde just missed out on the Sri Lanka series. He is in the provisional squad for the men to travel potentially to Australia in October. Reasonable start with a down up, but Breakspear not too quick to get through there, so there was a possible run out opportunity, but he did make his ground. The full toss, Breakspear's not going to have any problem with that, just plays it straight down into the ground, buys the time, the 2 cross, and that's 1 run. So the Skin moving on to 2, and the total on to 70. And that's van der Linde at his best. You can't really bowl full tosses, and there's a second run there. This is sloppy from the Hurricanes. They need to conserve every single run they can, and actually seeing these two running twice is pretty rare and pretty sloppy from the Hurricanes. They need to sharpen up if they're going to keep this score under control. That followed a great shot from van der Linde, who I think scored a 3 or a 4 off it, but then they ran twice. So Breakspear's in trouble. There was a loud call from Blake, but Breakspear had come too far down on his backup and struggled with the turn in time to make his ground back to his crease, and was well run out there. So that's something that this partnership are going to have to watch out for. The calling, the understanding between the players. They're probably not the quickest between the wickets in this squad, but nevertheless, good indoor shots. You can create the time to make your ground regardless. So contributions: van der Linde 6, Breakspear -4, total on 70. The Skin back to 2. So the first over of the Skin potentially looking quite good until that run out, which undid most of the good work. And Adam Breakspear, we know his pedigree, we know his quality, but I think the lack of indoor cricket over the last few years just showing slightly. Coming down the wicket, getting the ball on the full, mistiming it, but getting enough on it to make the run. So the Skin moves to 3, total to 71. Blake van der Linde now facing. Again, good indoor shot from Blake. He makes his ground. Adam Breakspear was nowhere near, and a direct hit would have been out by a long shot. But the throw missed, it wasn't gathered, so Breakspear makes his ground. Again, advancing down the wicket. Breakspear playing a good straight to the fielder. There wasn't really a run there, but good clean take and throw. But Umar Iqbal unable to hit directly. The top stumps of Mike Jones wasn't there. So the net result, not out. We've talked about this before with regards to the Hurricanes in their last game. Far too many extras, particularly wides down the leg side. And there was another one. Yeah, and that's run out. And really it shouldn't have been. Breakspear simply not getting there. The dive wasn't there. And as a result, that's another -5. So this partnership looking solid technically as batsmen, but some of the running between the wickets struggling. And at this level, with the fitness of some of these fielders, that is what has led to a couple of -5s in this skin. So the new bowler, the England men's player, Kabir Imtiaz, the skin on 3, the total on 71. Bowls lovely down up from Blake, didn't pierce the field or get over the front court fielders to hit the net, but they run through successfully for 1. Imtiaz to Breakspear. Was down the leg side, but not called a wide by Matt Wheatcroft. And Breakspear coming down the wicket, missing the ball, and is stumped. So that takes their skin down to -1, total of 67. These two experienced players, one would expect them now to just conserve their wicket and not give any more chances away, because these -5s are killing the skin and they're denting what ought to be a very strong total, which now could end up being a relatively achievable total if the Hurricanes play and bat very sensibly. Breakspear asking for the wide to be called. It wasn't given. Instead, it's the third ball. He's under pressure. He comes down the wicket. Umek Bal, again, a clean take and throw. So that takes the Warriors' total to 69. There's 1 over left. I should imagine Ashfaq Hussain, the Warriors coach, on the side talking to the batsman. He'll be giving instructions as to what he wants them to achieve this over. Most of all, I'm sure the advice is no wickets. Avoid a wicket and settle for that as a total in and around the 75 mark. 75 to 80 possibly. It's a better shot from Breakspear. Again, down into the ground, up in the air, loads of time to make the run. Neil Patel to Blake van der Linde. Again, similar sort of shot from the left-hander. Yeah, that's more like the Adam Breakspear we know. A beautiful forward, down up. It's an easy, simple game when it goes according to plan. Yeah, good calling from Blake van der Linde. There was no run there. He knew it probably before it even hit the bat, so there was a nice, loud no call. No mistakes. This is what the coach had been asking for. Moves up to 75. Again, Blake van der Linde hitting the ball very, very cleanly. Surprisingly, yeah, okay, there was a slight mistake from Matt Wheatcroft. Thought it gone for 7, but it actually bounced first. So it's 5 from Blake, hitting the back net directly, but off the ground. So that completes the innings and the skin and the innings. The total for the Warriors, 80. Slightly above par indoor cricket score at this level. I would say that the Hurricanes know that they can reach that total, but I think they accept that it might be a little bit of a struggle, certainly given that two of their key players, Luke Gunn and Atik Chishti, are missing today. I'm sure they would like to have had them in their team for this particular game, and certainly chasing 80. The firepower of Luke Gunn and Atik Chishti would come in very, very handy. But they're not here, and the team on the pitch have to do the job, and I'm sure they'll still be confident, and we'll see how they get on. So welcome back to Action Indoor Sports Birmingham Super League, day one, and here we have the Warriors have set a total of 80 to be chased by the Hurricanes. I would say that if I was Anish Patel, the Warriors captain, I'd probably be feeling maybe that score of 80 was 10 or 20 light of where they could have got to. Two very solid skins at the start, 26 and 26, followed by 16 and 12. Just one or two unnecessary wickets falling in those last two skins. And I think Anish would have preferred another 10, 15 runs on that total, given the bowling that the Warriors faced. So here we are, the Hurricanes are starting their chase. Batting for the Hurricanes, Kabir Imtiaz taking strike. The umpire having a word with Anish Patel, who's creating some obstruction on the 3 line. So the first ball bowled by Shazab. We've got Imtiaz facing Umar Iqbal at the non-striker's end. Anish Patel looking to wind up the non-striker by a bit of gamesmanship. And Wonderful start, great throw from Van der Linde, straight into that hand, and he's got a good arm on him. Unfortunately, just missed the direct hit. Shazab, that's leg side wide, possibly trying to bowl a bit too quickly. A decent start from these two, skin on 4. Yeah, just the back of a length there from Shazab. No run. I suspect he might want to adjust his line slightly, get it onto the hips of the batsman rather than outside the off stump. He's actually bowling at decent pace here, Shazab, but possibly at the expense of direction, because that was quite a wide leg side wide. So that concludes the first over of the Hurricanes innings to chase down this total of 80. First over producing a total of 5, which, given what the Hurricanes experienced in their last game, and also actually the start that the Warriors made, that puts the Hurricanes slightly ahead of what happened in the first over of the the Warriors innings. So can't be unhappy with that. Imtiaz, a quality, great-looking young player who's got some international experience here. Struggled with his line bowling slightly today, but I'm sure will more than make up for it with the bat. Ume Iqbal had the enjoyment of the experience in New Zealand for the 17 and unders, and is now hoping to be selected for the plane to go to Australia for the World Cup 2020 for the 21 and unders. Appeal for leg before wicket. The ball clearly going to hit the stumps, but there was a shot played. So in indoor cricket, if there is no shot played, the umpire can consider an LBW out. But if there is a shot played, regardless of where the ball pitches or where it's going to hit, it's not out. And that's followed up by a no ball off the pitch. So 2 free runs, and the skin moves to 7. 4 balls left in this over, the second over of the innings. Breakspear bowls, generating some decent pace and nice shape on his delivery, but too wide, and that's a leg side wide. Again, giving it a lot of air. There's obviously some swing. Pitching it, in fact it was a full toss, but it was missed by Iqbal. Probably due to the movement in the air, drifting in. Yeah, well, Adam Breakspear clearly doing something with the ball here, because he's giving the ball a lot of air to swing, and in fact 2 or 3 of these deliveries have been full tosses, but Iqbal's got nowhere near them. There's obviously a lot of movement in the air from the bowler. That was a better length, with Iqbal just probing it into the onside, and the players taken easy too. So after 2 overs, the skin on 11, the total obviously on 11, as this is the first skin of the innings. They're chasing quite a big total of 80, but after 2 overs. There's no reason why the Hurricanes should be panicking. If they can get through the next 2 without any wickets, then it would be a decent platform for this run chase. Hassan to bowl. Turned into the leg side against the front court net, and the players run through, so that's 2 runs. Skin moves up to 13. Hassan bowls right arm over. Excellent line and length. That's 2 ball. Oh. Umpire's given a no ball. Must have been a front foot no ball. In indoor cricket, your foot, if it touches the white line, it's a no ball. Obviously, outdoor cricket, the front foot has to clear the crease white line completely. Or certainly be on. Nothing behind the white line. In indoor cricket, you've only just got to touch it with the front of your foot, and that's called a no ball. Again, these 2 doing very well here. Moving on to 17. There's 1 ball left in this 3rd over. So as we speak at the moment, they're staying up with the run rate. That's a lovely shot from Iqbal. Umar Iqbal just placing the bat on top of a very full delivery with soft hands and catapulting the ball down into the ground and up into the air, creating loads of time, the physical run to take place. So no dramas, no chances of a -5. So the new bowler for the Warriors, Mitch Bradley. He's bowling right arm round, very short, and leg side, giving us a no ball. This is the 4th over of the Skin, so the batsman will get the option of a re-bowl. Another short ball from Mitch Bradley, and it's placed into the leg side, but slapped very, very quickly. Direct hit onto the stumps for a run out. That's -5. Shaf Ahmed, very experienced in that position. So Skin down to 16. 5 balls left. Can they rebuild it to make sure it matches the first Skin of the last innings? A lovely straight drive from Kabir Imtiaz, but Mitch Bradley getting down very well and stopping it, so no run. Again, tickled round the corner by Imtiaz. Possibly a run there. They're probably very wary of Shaf Ahmed in this specialist position. So we're on a 3rd ball here. There's excitement. See if we can make a breakthrough for the Warriors. Oh, it's short. Imtiaz quick across the ground. He really had to motor there. Somehow they managed to make the run with no run out. Really probably a chance missed by the Warriors there. So 2 balls left. Anish Patel's dropped his three-line fielders back slightly. It must be to protect the skin here. Wanting the 26 to ensure the skin. So 26 plays 20. There's one ball left in the skin. Question is, will Imtiaz go for the 7? I should imagine the advice from the bench and his coach would be to just ensure there's no -5. We can see the three-line fielders are right on the back net. And it's been left, thinking it was a wide. Imtiaz questioning the umpire as to whether it was a wide or not. But Matt Wheatcroft holding strong, stating that it wasn't a wide, and that is over. And that's the end of the first skin. So chasing a total of 80, the first skin for the Hurricanes gets quarter of the way there. 20 scored. So, second skin of the Hurricanes innings. First skin was 20. They're chasing 80 as a total. Anish Patel, England men's captain, to bowl. Nil Patel to face with his partner, Dixon. First ball, right on the money, turned into the leg side, no run. Anish Patel with another decent ball. Nil Patel trying to turn it around the corner. Actually, I think it possibly even touched the stumps, but didn't knock the bails off, so he gets away with it. But it's a third ball. Let's see what Anish Patel can produce under the pressure situation. Yes, well bowled, and well played, in fact. Nil Patel just taking the pace off his shot. Soft hands into the ground, so although it didn't beat the fielder Van der Linde, it didn't actually go cleanly into his hands to create the run-out opportunity. So Patel to Dixon, down the wicket. He did this in the last game. You can see he's got intent. A great stop there on the three-line by Lee Evans, keeping it down to 1. Good bowling from Anish Patel. He's getting it right up there in the block hole, giving no width whatsoever. There's no great pace, but he does move it in the air. Very experienced campaigner, Anish Patel. He's played for England over 60 times, and that's all over the world in several World Cups. So a man with more experience, it's difficult to find, and he's led his team well there, where his over has only cost the team 2 runs, and the total is 22, chasing 80. So a very, very tidy over from the England captain. So Blake van der Linde. Well, a very, very unusual situation just happened there. Blake van der Linde bowled a good first ball, just back of a length. Played down by his toes by Dixon. And on his follow through and the bounce of the ball up, it caught his hand. And so as a result of the interference from the batsman's hand, He's been given out -5, so a great breakthrough at the start of this skin. So the skin down at -1 takes the total down to 19, chasing 80. Neil Patel to face. Again, Blake van der Linde, extremely experienced international indoor cricketer. Bowling a very, very tight length and line here. A bit short on that occasion. Maybe slightly annoyed with himself, although the Hurricanes don't really take full value, just the 1 run. So Dixon to face again, 2 balls to go in the skin. Will he come down the pitch? He's shown his intent before. And here he comes. And he's picked that up. He's picked that up extremely well on the up and levered it over the top of the 3-line fielder, Shazab, over the bowler's follow through. So 4 runs from Dixon, hit the side net first. So Dixon showing no lack of confidence there. Alistair Dixon contributing 7 so far. Neil Patel -3. So the combination of the two are on 4. Total on 24. So this game shaping up quite nicely. If these two can have 2 solid overs and get their skin up to a reasonable sort of level like the last one, about 20, it'll set up this game for an extraordinarily exciting finish. Oh, that's uppish from Dixon. Got away with it. Well, Dixon was really showing his intent today. In the first game, he was coming down the pitch. In this game, he's coming down the pitch. He's not afraid to hit the ball. He's not afraid to hit it in the air. By contrast, there's Neil Patel at his best, just watching the ball all the way onto the bat. A little dab into the ground, no problem at all. 2 runs. Moves them on to 10, total on to 30. Dixon strikes again. Piercing through the hands of Lee Evans, who's normally a very, very secure top stumps fielder. Got through him somehow. Again, the Warriors appealing for LBW, but there was a clear shot there, so Matt Wheatcroft simply not interested, and rightly so. Hassan right arm over, bowls to Neil Patel. He's got to be quick. A straight catch and turn. That's where you see the experience. Adam Breakspear, no mistake whatsoever. He may not be the quickest in the side anymore, but you can't take away the skill and the class that's always been there. Straight into the hand, turn, throw, direct hit, -5. There's an outside edge from Dixon, another chance. Bradley not able to take it, very, very quick. Obviously standing up to the stumps, as everyone does in indoor cricket. And that's the end of the over. That's the 3rd over in the skin. The total on 9 for the skin. 29 is the total, chasing 80. So probably slightly behind the pace here, but the experience of Neil Patel, if he can take control of this partnership, add another 8, 9, 10 runs, get up to that 20 mark, be halfway there. That's all he needs to do. Nothing fancy, don't push it, don't go for shots that aren't there, just simple indoor cricket shots, and they'll set this up for a grandstand finish. Oh, wonderful piece of fielding from Anish Patel there. It's this backhanded throws without even looking at where the stumps are. They naturally know where these stumps sit as indoor players, and without even looking, you get throws out the back of the hand. Shaf Ahmed bowling, very experienced spin bowler. It'd be interesting to see what Dixon's strategy is. He's been coming down the pitch. No, full respect there, and rightly so, because that was immediately back into the keeper's hands. Bails off before you even saw it. So a bit of a game of cat and mouse here. You've got Shaf Ahmed turning the ball, giving it some air. You've got Dixon naturally comes down the pitch. There he is again, and it's straight through, and he's made it again. What a great shot from Dixon. He's playing very aggressively, and it's actually paying off for him pretty well. And then Nil again, Nil Patel, nice and easy, down, up. There's one ball left. I was talking about a target of just getting to 20. Looks like he'll be more like 18, but that's still a damn good job. Yeah, Dixon playing very sensibly. Let's not spoil the good work. This partnership recovered pretty well there and have set this score up, giving the Hurricanes every chance. If these last two pairs can keep their head and play some basic indoor cricket, not take undue chances and value their wicket, they're in with a chance. So this action being brought to you from Action Indoor Sports in Birmingham. First day of the new Super League indoor cricket. Fantastic occasion. Got all the best players in the country all lined up against each other in teams that have been selected to ensure the closest possible fixtures. And here we have one in the making. The Warriors set a target of 80. The Hurricanes chasing, currently on 36, halfway through. So Sachin Patel, Hurricanes captain, taking on this third skin with Richards. Skin moves to 4, total to 40. They're halfway to this total of 80. They can keep their heads, avoid the wickets, they're in with a chance. Nice down up from Sachin Patel, give him loads of time to make the run. It didn't pierce the field and get through to the side net, so it's only one, but it was safe. Skin moves on to 5. Anish Patel to bowl. Yes. Well pitched up there by Patel. Calls of catch out to Van der Linde. Not sure whether there was any bat involved, but Van der Linde were unable to hold it anyway, so no run, dot ball. Yeah, good line and length from Anish Patel. That's absolutely spot on. It's brought about the pressure to build a third ball situation in the first ball of the next over. Absolutely perfect line and length. Just short of a length, rising to the hip on the leg stump line, and it's very, very difficult to get away, certainly in a safe way, for any runs or to buy the time to make get the run through for the batsman. So, first ball of this 10th over. It's a third ball. The pressure's on Sachin Patel to make sure that he can get bat on ball and get through for a run. It's Lee Evans to bowl it, and it's leg side wide. A complete waste from the Warriors. They had built the pressure and then let the pressure off by bowling a wide on the third ball. So no problem for Sachin Patel. Again, forward defensive, no run. Total for the Hurricanes, 43, chasing 80. 10th over. Yeah, that's a good down up from Sachin. Excellent batting. If he can play his 4 overs this way, they'll be in good stead. So they move to 45. The skin on 9. 3 balls left in the over. Good line from Lee Evans, striking the batsman on the front foot. Turned round by the foot, by the shin, round the corner, but no run. Pitched up on an offside line by Lee Evans that time, driven by Richards through the offside into the hand of Shazab off the side net, but the throw a little wild and no danger. And Sachin Patel, another beautiful down up, playing very, very sensibly here. The captain, a young man with calm head, good head on his shoulders. Again, had some international experience. He's been in pressure situations before. However, still a young man. We'll see how they cope with the pressure here from this experienced Warriors team. So, chasing 80. The Hurricanes currently on 49. 2 overs left in this skin, so 6 overs left in the game. Can they edge their way up towards that 80 total? Looking at the game as we speak, I envisage a very, very tight and exciting last over. So Shafiq Ahmed bowling. Sachin Patel just probed it into the onside. Could have probably taken a run there, but there was a loud call of no straight away. So no run. They're conserving their wicket for sure. What brilliant fielding from Blake van der Linde. It's been given run out. Absolutely electric. Take and throw all in one movement off the side net. Probably virtually impossible to see that on the live stream, but what fielding from the experienced van der Linde in that front court leg side position. And that was a real blow to the Hurricanes' chances, that wicket. You know, this pair playing very, very sensibly, making sure they don't take any undue chances. That was just a half chance. And the brilliance of van der Linde created the -5 outcome. That one chopped into the ground. Anish Patel taking it in the mouth. But that's all part and parcel of this game. Keeps his eye on the ball. Probably have a bruise tomorrow, but no dramas there. Ahmed bowls. Again, leg side, and he's come too far down the wicket, but makes it back. He's quick, fit, fast between the wickets, Richards. Oh, there's an outside edge, and it's outside edge from Sach Patel, and he was watching the ball, seeing whether he was out, whilst Richards made it down to his end and then turned back by Patel. Absolutely no time for him to get back, and there's another -5. If I can just make a correction to the shirt that Kasim Tanvir is wearing with Richards on the back. So apologies if that's been a confusion, but Tanvir and Sachin Patel. Tanvir wearing a shirt with the surname Richards on the back. So here we have Lee Evans bowling his second over. It's the 12th over of the game. And they run. Turn and throw from Van der Linde. A good arm, very fast throw, but this time no direct hit. So 2 runs, 1 run in fact, sorry. Didn't hit the side net. Sachin Patel just places that into the corner, takes the pace off the ball, most importantly. And although there was an attempt by Hassan at a run out, no direct hit. So they survive. The Hurricanes on 43, chasing 80. 4 balls left. Comes down the wicket and stumped. Tanvir forcing the game. The couple of wickets that happened earlier in the skin have meant that these two that had a very, very solid start to their skin have now trying to force the pace to stay in touch with this total, not leave the final pair with too much to do. Unfortunately, it's come back to bite them as another wicket's gone, another -5, so they're down to 2. Beautifully struck there from Tanvir. He's feeling good about that. 4 runs, regaining some of the momentum. So back up to 42, skin on 6, 2 balls to go. And Sachin doing the same. Breakspear gets down well to make sure it doesn't reach the back net. Skin moves back up to 9, total 45, 1 ball left in the skin. What can they leave the final partnership with at the moment? It's 36 at the moment to win the game. They'll be looking for something to add to the total here, and there they do. They get 2. Or was it 1? So 1. So the contributions here, Sachin Patel 14, Tanvir minus a minus score, but the skin total of 10 takes the Hurricanes total to 46, chasing 80. So the final partnership with some work to do. So final pairing, 35 to win the game. We've got Mike Jones, very experienced, alongside the youngster, the up-and-coming youngster, Jamie Hall, who's having a great introduction to the Super League season, looking sharp in his fielding position, looking sharp with the ball. What can he do with the bat here? There's a lot of responsibility on those young shoulders. At the other end, he's got an experienced campaigner. Can they do it? 35 required. And here's Breakspear to bowl the first over of the final skin. Jones strikes inside edge, goes down to the leg side and bounces back to the front court fielder. No run. Breakspear with that movement, you can tell he's moving the ball both in the air and off the seam. So Mike Jones looking to make something happen this ball. I believe it's a 3rd ball. It's a beautifully placed shot, slightly uppish, but well placed by Jones. So that gets them off the mark with a 3. The skin on 3, the total on 49, chasing 40. So another 32 required to win the game. Nicely played by Jamie Hall into the side net. 2 runs scored, up to 51. Yeah, this is the experience. No chances. Give away a wicket and -5 now. It probably means that's game over. So Mike Jones will be intent on simply not giving away his wicket. So here we have it, Hurricanes on 53, chasing a total of 80. We've got 3 overs to go. It's a high pressure situation here for Mike Jones and Jamie Hall. We got one experienced campaigner and one young, talented, new indoor player. What can these two do? It would be a remarkable win if they can pull it off against this experienced outfit from the Warriors. Anish Patel captaining the Warriors with all of the experience of his 60+ caps for England. He would be expecting his team to take this home. However, indoor cricket never ever ceases to amaze us with the finishes and the twists and the turns. It's all about momentum. Who's going to grab it here? At the moment, I'd say the Warriors in control. But if these two can go wicketless for the rest of their skin, who knows? Every run is absolutely critical. Mike Jones with a 1 pushes them up to 54. That's a big hit. Mitch Bradley over pitching, and Jamie Hall, his eyes lit up, and he struck it well, and there's a 4. This is the sort of stuff that's going to start putting the pressure back over to the Warriors. Mitch Bradley bowls, so what a brilliant up, down, up from Mike Jones. That's indoor cricket at its best. Bradley's going to have to pitch it up there to avoid that easy 2. So 60. Target 80. It's getting closer. Another 2 from the Hurricanes. So steadily getting closer to this target. 2 balls left in this 14th over. Mitch Bradley comes into bowl. Mike Jones down up. Simple indoor cricket. If you bowl it too short, he'll do that all day. 2 a ball gets them very, very close. So I would suggest that the Warriors need to start tightening things up. Certainly their bowling line and length, and making sure they take every chance possible. And that's a no ball, so that's another 2 runs for free. Anish Patel needs to get his troops together, get them refocused, because at the moment there's a chance that this game is slipping away from the Warriors. So here we are, Action Indoor Sports Birmingham, Super League, day 1. Hurricanes chasing a target of 80. They're on 66, 2 overs to go. This couldn't be tighter. Mike Jones recently played for the over 35s in the Masters World Series in Cape Town for his country. 15 runs needed off 2 overs. Can they do it? Oh, and Shaf Ahmed, electric, absolutely electric on that front court position. Jamie Hall very fast over the ground. Doesn't think he was out, but It's been given out. It's -5, and that's a big dent in the Hurricanes' chances. Excellent shot from Jamie Hall. That's exactly what he's got to do. Just play the basics, keep his head. He might not agree with that decision. He's got to let it go. Forget about it, move on, make sure the right shot selections for the situation happen for every single delivery. Yeah, good stuff from Mike Jones and Jamie Hall. The score moves to 65, 16 to win. 8 balls left. 2 a ball wins the game for the Hurricanes. Van der Linde bowling straight. Jamie Hall trying to push it, possibly a little bit of inexperience there. 2 a ball would have won the game. There was no need for those big back net strikes. He's been stumped, and it's another -5. A real shame for the Hurricanes, because they were really close to making a good stab at getting this total. Still possible, but it's just got a lot harder. There he hits again. And no run taken. So in the Warriors huddle, we heard them call the word pressure. And that's exactly what's happened here, is the pressure's built, and under the pressure, the Warriors seem to have performed better. The Hurricanes needed to avoid any wickets. Unfortunately, they didn't manage that, and 2 wickets in the end fell. So that's put all the pressure back on the Hurricanes to force the game now. They need 21 runs off this last over to win the game. They've got this last skin. So Mike Jones with a decision to make as to whether he settles for the skin or goes for the win. Sometimes in going for the win, it may destroy the opportunity to win the skin if it goes wrong. So be interesting to see the 2 tactics on the pitch here. Anish Patel, normal fielding positions, no panic whatsoever. Even if they go for the back net, it'll force the mistakes. And there's Mike Jones going for the back net, and he reaches it off the side net. So 4 scored. That pushes it to 64, chasing 80. 17 to win, 5 balls to go. Jamie Hall, he'll be eyeing up that back net. Now Anish Patel changes the field. The 3-line fielders drop back. Shazab bowls. Jamie Hall places it into the offside. Mike Jones makes the call, makes the run. So that's 2 to the total. 66. Chasing 80. 15 to win. 4 balls left. The back net is going to have to come into play. That's why Anish Patel has dropped the 3-line fielders all the way back to the stumps. Oh, and there's a wide, and that'll be re-bowled. This is a high-pressure situation. Shazab, his line all over the place on that ball. 2 runs to the Hurricanes. The ball gets re-bowled. This is indoor cricket. Pressure at its best. It's still alive here for the Hurricanes. And there's Shazab with another leg side wide. He's not handling the pressure here very well. He's been given the responsibility. He just needs to keep calm, keep his composure, and bowl his normal deliveries. And Mike Jones latching onto that one. Blake van der Linde straight in there. Back to the keeper. Only 1, moves up to 71. This skin, 25. 10 runs off 3 balls required for the victory for the Hurricanes. No more extras. Yeah, that's a better ball. It's a good ball from Shazab, a good line. Not too much that Jamie Hall could do. He struck it well, but only 2. So 73, chasing 80, 2 balls to go. 8 runs required to win the game off 2 balls. And there's Mike Jones again, striking the ball beautifully well, but the big frame of Blake van der Linde in the way probably saves the day there, because if that had reached the back net, we could have been all on for a grandstand finish. Now it's 1 shot, it's 7 to win, 1 ball. Jamie Hall has to hit a 7, or else the Hurricanes have lost this game. So the 3-line fielders are protecting the back net. We can see a line of fielders, the top stumps and Patel and Evans all on the back net. Shazab comes into bowl. Hall hits it, strikes van der Linde. He's put his body on the line there, and it's worked for them. So the Warriors have won this match. An exciting finish. It could have been even closer. But congratulations to the Warriors. They kept their nerve, kept their head. Shazab with a good last over. Started very badly with 2 leg side wides, but he worked out his line again and kept his composure. So, as it ends, the Warriors beat the Hurricanes by 4 runs. A great game, a lot learned, a really good example of how indoor cricket can go one way and swing the other. And actually, the basics are what's important. The down-up. Don't feel the pressure to go for the back net. Just do the simple basics of indoor cricket correctly. Conserve your wicket, and you can normally get to a winning score. So congratulations to the Warriors. Great effort from the Hurricanes. Join us again for the next under-17 game, which is in about 35 minutes. See you soon.